Hey there. Thanks for joining me on today. I'm excited to be here. It is Friday, April 5th. So, great day because we're heading into the weekend. I hope you have some great plans this weekend. But before we get into thinking about the holidays, let's talk about April. This is Financial Literacy Month. Woohoo! So I wanted to take some time every Friday here to talk to you about some financial terms and other things, right? Let's talk about financial literacy. So today we're going to talk about financial professionals. I wanted to take some time to do that. I always get questions about, things like that. What do I do? What's the difference between a financial coach and a financial advisor? All the things, all the things. So I thought today we take some time to do that. This is not going to be a long video, but I did just want to share with you just some common professions in the financial realm that you may encounter or that you may have need of, really. Yeah, so let's get started. I think I introduced myself, but if I didn't, I don't think I did. Deb Howard here, your abundant life coach. I am a financial coach, which we're going to talk about today. I help individuals, faith based leaders, and entrepreneurs overcome limiting beliefs about money, learn to manage their finances so they can live their most abundant life. And so let's get to it. I have a short presentation today. Let me get that up here. All right. In celebration of Financial Literacy Month, we're talking about financial professionals. All right. So the first one we're going to talk about today, financial coach, of course. I am a financial coach, like a personal trainer for your finances. How about that? Financial coaches help you build healthy money habits, of course, overcome limiting beliefs about money, and set achievable financial goals. Very important. So, coaches are concerned about changing your behavior and your outlook, even about money, and increasing your personal accountability so that you can stick to your own plans. So, the financial coach doesn't set goals for you or anything like that. The coach is just that, a coach. That coach is going to delve into your finances, delve into your beliefs, your understanding about money, educate you, help you develop a plan. It may include a spending plan at some point, but help you develop a plan so that you can get your finances under control through changing your behaviors and being accountable, right? And personal accountability usually comes through that mindset shift. So that's why coaches like myself talk a lot about mindset. So that's a financial coach. Let's go to the next pro, the financial advisor. So a financial advisor is a broad term that can apply to anyone who gives some form of financial advice. They offer personalized advice on a wide range of financial matters like investments, right? So you can have a financial advisor that can recommend investments to help you build your portfolio. You can have an advisor who represents insurance, right? Many times, uh, life insurance salesmen are financial advisors, right? Because they're advising you on on a financial matter. Insurance is a financial matter, financial instrument, and so they can give advice on coverage amounts. They usually work with you. They usually have a whole thing that they do in order to make sure that they are giving you good advice, right, regarding insurance. And of course, estate planning. These are just examples, but again, making sure that your legacy, right, is maintained the way you want it to be maintained. So that may include planning for I'm sorry, for final expenses. That may also include making sure that your will is executed, right? The way you want it executed, right? So they can help with all of those things. They are able to create a comprehensive plan that takes into account your risk tolerance and goals. So if you're working with a financial advisor for investments, for example, they're going to, I'm sure, have some kind of questionnaire or have some kind of conversation with you so that they can determine what your goals are and what your risk tolerance is. People talk a lot about the stock market. As we know, there are ups and downs in the stock market. And so many times, and I'm sorry, a financial advisor will be able to steer you in the right direction so that you are able to invest in things, in stocks or bonds, or whatever the product is that uh, that you can manage based on how much risk you're willing to take. So they take all of that into account. And many times the risk tolerance level is connected to how soon you need that money, right? Because if you need that money in the next 4 or 5 years, then you're probably going to have a much lower risk tolerance than someone who's 20 and won't need that money for another 40 or 50 years. Okay. But a financial advisor is able to help you with that. So they can advise you on a wide range of financial matters, including investments, estate planning, and insurance. Okay. So let's go to the next one. And if you have questions, feel free to put those questions in the chat and I will either answer them in the chat or I may answer them next Friday during our live. Okay. So, next we have a certified financial planner, a CFP. CFPs are rigorously trained in all aspects of financial planning. They have to pass a very challenging exam to be certified, and they are trained to provide comprehensive planning services. All right. So, planning is very important, and obviously, planning is in the title of this professional certified financial planner. They assist with the big picture of your financial situation, right? So they're not just concerned with your credit score today. They are looking at, again, the big picture of what you want to accomplish short term and long term with your finances. They can help you balance those shorter term goals with your long term goal of retirement, right? So they can steer you in the right direction, give you a plan, a map, right? An architecture of finances is a good way to describe a CFP. They're an architect because they're going to design the plan based on your goals. All right. So they can help you basically from birth to the grave in planning out your financial house, your financial masterpiece, whatever you want to call it. Right. So they can help you with um, all kinds of decisions. If you have a small business, they are able to make recommendations on ways to lower your tax liability. They can offer assistance with charitable donations, which is one way that you can lower your tax liability, and they can assist with protecting your savings from risk and market downturns. So they're looking at the market, the economic indicators. They're looking at um, several or many other outside factors that may impact, right, your wealth in the short and long term. And they use that information to help provide a plan or design a plan based again on your financial situation, based on your goals, and based on risk, right? But they can give you that comprehensive plan. Now, a certified financial planner or a CFP can also be a financial advisor. So remember on the previous slide, we talked about financial advisors can provide advice on investments, insurance, estate planning. So a CFP can also do some of those things, right? They can also do those things. They can also be a financial advisor. But a financial advisor typically cannot call themselves a certified financial planner or a CFP unless they've been certified and went through the requirements for that job. Okay. So you might have a certified financial planner that can do aspects of the financial advisor role, but the advisor is an advisor. Okay. And then we have the investment advisor. This is your investment coach that provides guidance on building and managing an investment portfolio. So, an investment advisor, as the name kind of suggests, recommends specific investments, stocks or bonds or whatever other instruments are available for investing. And they can provide you recommendations based on risk and your own financial goals. They are helping you grow your wealth over time. So your investment advisor is just not someone who can, help you get, $5,000 in 5 days. This is someone who is going to help you by recommending investments that you can invest in that will mature or grow over time. All right. And they're making these recommendations again based on your own goals and based on your risk tolerance level. And of course, last but not least, the credit counselor. If any profession gets confused with the financial coach, more is the credit counselor. The credit counselor. And I can see why we are closely related. So let's talk about the credit counselor. This is the credit repair specialist. I know some of you listening may have worked with a credit repair specialist at some point in your life. They offer advice again on managing your debt, but they're focused more on improving your credit score. They can do that by negotiating with your creditors and making payment plans on your behalf. So the credit counselor, right, can make arrangements with your creditors. They're acting on your behalf, and they can negotiate with creditors on your behalf. There are many companies that do it. At one time, there were many small businesses, I'm sure they're still out there, that are in this field, the credit repair specialists. And because they're working on your credit and they're usually well versed in that department, then yes, they can offer advice on managing your debt. So the difference is that the coach is focused, number one, long term. Number two, on helping you manage your beliefs and your habits, right? So that you can be accountable and attain your goals. Now, the coach can give you advice. For instance, I can give you advice on disputing charges on your credit report. If you have some things there, if you're trying to improve your credit, obviously a debt reduction plan will help, or getting into the habit at least of making regular payments, getting a system in place so that you're not late, really looking at how to negotiate even with your creditors, maybe to move the date. These are things that a coach can make recommendations on, right? Because the coach's job is to coach you into managing your finances. Okay. So the credit counselor uh, can give you advice on managing your debts, but they can also negotiate. So if you have a lot of debt, if you have some things that you need negotiate that need to be negotiated, right? Maybe you have some charge offs and that kind of stuff, and you know you want to pay it off, but you want to negotiate. Then yes, the credit counselor would be the person for you, and they can make those payment plans. They can make those arrangements with the creditor on your behalf. All right. So that's the difference. The coach will recommend, the credit counselor um, will can act on your behalf. All right. So coaches don't act on your behalf. All right. Coaches don't act on your behalf. Coaches recommend and coach you. All right. So those are the differences, right? So that's all we have for today. Again, if you have questions, put them in the comments. I hope that this was helpful to you. Um, because I think the more we know, I think that's a commercial, the more we grow. I'm thinking about that saying, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I heard that on television, but I don't remember what commercial it is. It might be something for the US government. I feel like it's something like that. Was it for the library? Gosh, if somebody remember, put it in the chat because that's gonna bug me. But it's true. The more we know, the more we grow, and it's important for us as high value individuals, right? Look, that's our theme for this year. So, as high value individuals, it's important for us to understand the professionals that are available to us, right? And know and understand what these different professionals can do. Now, there are other professionals in the financial field. These are just some that I picked that I believe, are common and commonly confused about. People are usually commonly confused about these professionals also. So, anyway, listen, thanks for joining me. I hope you're going to have just an amazing weekend. And of course, I hope you're going to have your most abundant day. I'll see you soon.